Tough one. Physical. And then like number two, I think rebounding. Yeah, them go. That's very physical in there.
How'd you manage just to have one foul?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I guess I was just playing good defense.
Devonte, in a game like that, I mean, obviously you and Mario both had really good offensive days, but how hard is it when there's fouls seemingly every other possession to get anything offensively going?
It's tough, especially you get a rhythm, then there's a stop, and you want to go off the momentum, but there's a stop, so it's like it's tough, but we got great players that can push through that. Mario did a good job today doing that too.
Mario, you guys would probably like to have more transition baskets, that kind of thing. But do you feel like y'all showed maybe your versatility today, that y'all could win a game, basically the kind of game West Virginia wanted?
Yes, I mean, I feel like we got enough guys and different guys on this team that we can switch it up and play however anybody want to play in the country. I mean, we went out there and showed it tonight. You know what I'm saying? West Virginia bringing every game, trying to speed you up and make you turn it over, and we just didn't allow that. Slowed the game down to how we wanted it and took good shots.
Mark, how much do the hustle plays that, like Mario made a few today, but when you guys were down, how much did that change your momentum? When you guys down to 7, 8 points?
Yeah, every possession counts. So I knew that at that moment, like, man, we down. So if we see a loose ball, we got to dive on it, because every possession counts in the Big 12. So, and you don't know which game you're going to lose like that. So.
Devonte, you were in a really good shooting group all day. Did you just feel that way in warm-ups, or did it just kind of happen? Or?
I have a great GA, Kyle. He works me out like almost every day. There's a time in the season where I wasn't playing a lot, but he just keeps me focused and motivated. I got great teammates also that keep telling me to shoot the ball. Even there's some days that I feel like I'm not open, they still want me to shoot the ball. So when I have like during practice, I feel I have a great feel. I know like they believe in me. They believe in that I can shoot these shots.
Devonte, can you talk about Jared stole the ball and gave it up court to you, and you finished the dunk to take a 1-point lead. Barrow kind of erupted. Kind of reflect on that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know I can dunk. But I have a.
Yeah, he jumps really high. I mean, I done seen him do some crazy stuff. I don't want to tell y'all. I think he did like 2 between the legs one time, but.
Hopefully one you guys will get to see it one time in the game, but. Yeah, it really. I think that was really momentum when Jared stole the ball and gave me the fast break to dunk it. So the crowd did go crazy. I think after that, we had a great momentum. Jared came down, got an and one, and just we continued.
Great fans. Yeah, it's so loud in there today.
Definitely.
Mario, you hit a big three. About 2 minutes left. Did you get a real good look at that, or how did that kind of?
Well, I mean, I think it was like we got a rebound or something, and I just took off running. And I looked back, I was wide open, and Mikal was pushing it. So, I mean, it was a good shot, and I just took it.
Have you started to get more comfortable, Mario, in that corner, from that corner three?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I spend so much time in the gym just working on that corner three. And when I get out there, I just try to show it.
Mario, was this your most complete game at Baylor? You feel like that?
Yeah, I'd say so. Hope I give y'all plenty more.
Well, first and foremost, that's a typical Big 12 game. Comes down to last 5 minutes, a few possessions here and there, and you really got to credit Coach Huggins with being shorthanded and having a couple new guys or guys that haven't played much play major minutes today. And they had a great game plan. They stepped up. They all made plays and made shots. And you're thinking, man, is this their day? And got to credit our guys for continually fighting and hanging in there. And then finally, in the last 5 minutes, we were able to get a couple stops and get a run and get the lead and actually get a little separation. And then from there, it's nice having guys on the court that make free throws, get stops, and make smart plays down the stretch is what we've had most of the year, which is why we've been successful in close games.
Y'all probably would have liked to run a little more, get the transition going. Did you think West Virginia kind of made you play their style?
Oh, definitely. They controlled the tempo. I think early on in the game, both teams had foul trouble, and that changed up both teams' game plans. And then at the same time, they did. They didn't turn it over. 11 turnovers. That's one thing that the teams that have gotten separation from them have turned them over and then gotten a lead and then sped them up. And unfortunately for us, we never could get a lead, so they never had to speed up. And now it puts the pressure on the home team. And obviously, it was big contributions from. Mario had a huge game. Mark Vital had a huge game. Devonte, Jared had a great and one. And Makai obviously didn't play his best game, but down the stretch, having him on the floor is always great.
Mario had a great game, kind of in all facets today. How big was he, given the fact that he was the length that you had on the floor for most of the game with both Flo and Freddie in foul trouble the whole game?
Well, and that's where the toughness of Mario and Mark Vital, both of them had 10 and 14 rebounds. And, I mean, West Virginia's got some big guys. And, again, Coach Huggins, you got two best rebounding teams in conference going at it. And with that, you're going to have a lot of contact, a lot of physicality. And we did get more second chance points, and we did out-rebound them. So, again, our guys competed hard. It wasn't like we weren't fighting out there. I think West Virginia made a lot of great plays today.
Your big men got in foul trouble early. Was it
I think everybody got in foul trouble early, but go ahead.
But was it pretty difficult to stop them in the paint? Because it seems like that was really attacking.
Well, you know what? They did a great job early on hitting some threes, too, and hitting some mid-range jumpers, and that kept them enough to where you couldn't just help out in the paint. So, again, they made Wes and Jordan, number 5. McCabe made big plays from the perimeter, and Haley hit 2 threes. And, again, I think that always allowed it to where you had to still focus on the outside and couldn't just focus all on the inside.
So you guys hit that 3 in the corner to go up 1. The WVU gets the technical coming out of the timeout. Seemed like momentum.
Yeah, I was mad. I was like, who'd we leave open? You know, I mean, how late in the game are you not going to guard somebody? So anyway, I know things like that always happen, but they don't happen often. And that came a time in the game where we could use that momentum too. So.
Can you talk about that momentum after Butler stole the ball, Devonte up court for the dunk?
Yeah, there were a bunch of key plays, and then, again, give West Virginia a lot of key answers. I mean, I think we get separation earlier if they don't have these key answers that they did. But really proud of, again, the last 5 minutes to win the way we did. That's why we've been successful this year. And the great thing is it's different guys stepping up. I mean, Makai had 0 field goals, and we win a game in the Big 12. And just shows you when your leading scorer has 0 field goals and you have other people step up, that's what makes a great team.
You've had a couple 6 men of the year in your tenure here. How do you think Devonte compares to those guys as far as being able to, get hot right off the bat?
Well, I think Devonte not having the full summer here kind of got off to a slower start early in the year and didn't shoot it as well. And then now you're really seeing what he's capable of shooting-wise. And when you're stretching the defense like that, it really, really helps. And with us, he does also a great job finishing at the rim. You get him in transition, he's a tremendous finisher. And defensively, now that he knows our schemes, he's gotten a lot more aggressive and active and been a lot better. So he's really, the second semester, come into his own and done a great job, giving us a great lift, similar to a lot of the 6 men that we had. When you insert them, you get a spurt.
Is that similar with Mario, since he didn't play? He already hadn't played for like a year and a half, and then now he's playing.
Well, I think you look at it, it was a perfect storm early in the year where you're the youngest team with the 3 returning lettermen in the Power 5, and then you have a bunch of guys that weren't in the summer, and then a couple guys didn't start the season. So it took us a semester to figure out offensively what we were doing, and I really credit the guys for having the defense and rebounding to keep us in games and get wins early on. And then at the same time, offensively now, our OER has been number 1 in conference for most of the conference season. That's a real credit to the guys and how much they've bought in to playing for each other, trying to make their teammates better. And this is one of those teams that I think on the court they play better collectively than they do individually.
Coach,
Well, I'm going to let you answer that question. So at the end of the day, both of us had to deal with it.
Scott, I know their roster obviously has had a little bit of turnover since the first game, but as far as on the court, how different was this WVU team versus the one you played at Morgantown?
Well, I think they really competed at a high level today. When we were down there, we got off to a great start and shot the ball real well. Today, they didn't let us get off to a great start, and they really competed and controlled tempo. And down there, we were able to get some stops, get in transition. Similar to at the end of the game, we just weren't able to do that the whole game here, and really credit them with how they competed and executed.
Now that you've seen him twice, impressions on Derek Culver?
Oh, he's a big man. So I think he's #1 in conference offensive rebounding percentage, or #1 defensive rebounding percentage, #1 free throw rate getting to the line, and third offensive rebounding. So he's a beast.